All right, so getting back to the Eastern Conference with you, we have a super fun matchup. I'm way stoked about this series that we got going on. These next two actually are both going to be great.
Yeah.
76ers and Miami.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to come out straight and say this. I'm hoping and I believe that Miami will win. Here's the reason. First off, we already know Embiid's sitting out. Very first game. He's out. And so, at least that's what's been speculated. Which is going to bring the question, is he going to sit out any more games during that playoff series? And that's where...
He's fragile.
Yeah. And that's where I have this, I wouldn't say hatred, but I despise the 76ers right now. I look at all their players that they've had, the people that they picked up. They have injured a lot of their players, right? You look at Embiid, how many games he's played in his career. Not very many. You look at Ben Simmons out his whole first season to be able to sit there and watch different teams, right? Different matchups, look at the playbook, have a whole season to be able to do that. You'll hear a little bit more about that when we talk about the awards. I'm kind of bitter about it. But in this sense, I don't think the 76ers are going to come out clutch in the playoffs. They played great in the regular season.
They've won their last 16.
They're coming into this hot, but maybe it is a personal bias, which we try not to. I just don't like the 76ers. I don't like who they are. I'm hoping Miami takes some, right? I'm hoping that Dwayne Wade comes out and he represents his team, that and that he plays amazing, and 76ers just get their butt handed to, because I can't stand them.
All right, well, there you go. Braden does not like the 76ers.
At this point. Nothing against the 76er organization. There's just some things that I look at and I just question a little bit with
That's
the 76ers.
Fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
How the season went between these two, it was 2-2.
Mm-hmm.
Both teams won on their home floor twice. So obviously it's going to be the team that can win on the road, right?
Yeah.
Miami's got to take them. 76ers got to take them, because right now we're looking at teams winning on their home floor, and if that happens, 76ers are going to win.
Yeah.
So it's going to be about Miami taking games in Philadelphia.
Yep.
I think that a big key factor is going to be Gordon Dragic.
Yeah.
I think he's going to have to play huge for Miami.
Mm-hmm.
The reason is, you have Dwayne Wade, but he's old, right? He's not vintage D Wade, although he's had some cool moments this year of vintage when he got back to Miami from Cleveland. But I like Whiteside. I think there'll be a good matchup when Embiid is in. They've had back and forth all year. But I think it's going to come down to Gordon Dragic. If he can really not just score, but if he can just really be able to get his whole team involved. And I think he will. I really like Gordon Dragic. So I think it's going to come down to that. I believe that Miami is going to pull it off. And I think that they pull it off in 7 games.
So you think their away game that they steal is Game 7?
It will be Game 7. Miami wins in Philadelphia.
Wow. That's pretty big.
The only reason, again, so back to D Wade, even though he's not like this athletic young D Wade, he's won 3 championships.
Yeah.
He knows how to get it done. He can be a voice in the locker room. You go over to Philadelphia, and there's no guy in there that's been like, hey, I've won 3 rings. 1 with Shaq, 2 with LeBron.
Got Joel Embiid who thinks that has happened in his life.
Joel Embiid's wearing some mask over there, thinking he's like this ghost guy. I don't know.
Going back to the makeup analogy. No.
Going back to that.
No, I agree, except for the game. I think Miami will come out and take Game 1.
Okay.
And thus, I think they will win it in Game 6. I think Miami will take Game 6.
So you think Philadelphia's winning in Miami? No. Oh, okay. I see.
No. So I have Miami taking game 1.
Right.
And then 76ers game 2.
Right.
Miami taking all the homes from that point.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be a super good matchup. I'm really looking forward to that one. I mean, because I don't think 76ers are a bad team. Like you said, they were on a hot streak coming in, and Ben Simmons is incredible. Give Ben Simmons credit this year. I think he's played very well. I also think, additions like J.J. Redick were really good for the team. And I don't think that they're a bad team. I think they're good. But, say they do get past Miami, guess who they're playing?
Yeah.
They're playing LeBron, right? Right? Is that right? Are they playing
No.
LeBron? Who they play?
They would play...
Or do they play Raptors or Wizards?
They would play the winner out of Celtics Bucks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because that's the 3-6 matchup.
Yep.
So.
Well, you never know.
So then past that, you think, Miami, if Milwaukee can pull off the win, right? You got a Miami-Milwaukee game.
Yeah.
But who knows who would win out of that, you know? But no,
it'll be definitely a crazy Eastern Conference. That's for sure.
Yeah, it will.
All right, well, let's move on. Let's go down to Cleveland and Indiana.
Yeah.
I'm stoked for this game.
Yeah, it's going to be a good
one. Like I said, I'm a big LeBron fan. His jersey's in the house today.
I'm not a big LeBron fan. I think the thing to point out here, obviously LeBron's a different creature when it comes to the playoffs. He does amazing things. You look at the regular season, Indiana's actually taken it 3-1.
They did take it 3-1.
And so, will that transition into the playoffs, or are we going to see this beast mode LeBron like we always see in the playoffs that's just going to destroy Indiana, right?
I will say this. So, a couple of times Indiana Pacers won. Kevin Love was out for a long time, right? And I do respect Kevin Love for why he was out. A lot of things that he had personally going on. And I think Kevin Love's an incredible person besides basketball. Not that it really affects the game, but I just wanted to say that. I also think, but having a healthy Kevin Love there is different for LeBron. Knowing, I think LeBron trusts him and knows that he's an all-star. He can make plays, he can make shots. Also, new additions to the team.
Younger.
You got Rodney Hood, who can shoot. When he's not the number one option, he can play ball. Yeah. You got Larry Nance Jr., super awesome. Yeah. I really like him.
That was a good pickup.
And I think Jordan Clarkson was the best pickup that they got. He's been playing well for the Cavs, and he's a young guy, and so I think with these, they got George Hill as well, who's a veteran point guard. He's not necessarily super young, but he's definitely veteran. But I think it's a different squad for the Cavs. I think that they, in a 7-game series, they're going to win. I love Victor Oladipo, though, like most improved player of the year. With no rust, he's really been able to shine really well. I just love LeBron James and Lance Stevenson. I mean, every playoffs that they go, there's something going on. Maybe later, if you go to our page, we'll post some of those different clips of LeBron and Lance going head-to-head. Just that it's funny to watch those two. But because I'm a LeBron fan, I don't have the best love for Lance Stevenson. But I'll be honest, I'm so surprised where the Pacers are at.
Yeah, they've played amazing.
I thought they were going to be the bottom. Paul George leaves, but they played well. But I'm going to pick Cleveland in 5.
Cleveland in 5?
Yeah.
See, this is where I have such a struggle in deciding this. Because I can see it being stretched out, right? I can see Indiana playing well and stretching it out. But I could also see Cleveland just coming out and wiping them 4-0, right? Clean sweep. I'm probably going to choose the latter. I think Cleveland will come out, and I think they're going to... Oh, I have to be careful saying this. I'm probably going to lose the challenge. I think they'll go 4-0.
Really?
They'll win in 4 games.
Not even one in Indiana. The Pacers win.
No, I don't. I think as good as they've played, I think once again the difference maker, and I don't like saying this, but because I don't like LeBron, he plays so different in the playoffs than he does in the regular season. And I don't think Indiana is going to be prepared to face that.
And usually when the match was done, a lot of the times they put Paul George on LeBron. Because Paul George is a great defender. Yeah. You're going to see that in these playoffs with OKC, Utah, which we'll talk about. But Paul George was on him a lot. And Lance Stevenson was on him a couple times, which he'll be on him now. But LeBron's too big. We've seen that. Lance Stevenson can't guard unless he's blowing in his ear, untying a shoe or something. So
yeah. And so I have this being our first sweep. I've got Cleveland sweeping Pacers. So.
Okay. Well, keep us down, keep us locked, right? Follow us, because as we go out, we're going to see, again, who's right and who's going to have to do these dirty challenges that you guys send into us. All right, we'll be right back. Trending Sports Talk Show.